Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here, back with some more of our Road to the League with Wrexham. Today we have our first UEFA Conference League game, and then we have the Brighton game with the Carabao Cup. We only care about the Carabao Cup because we are the defenders, because we won it last year. So we're going to be doing more Carabao Cup stuff probably this year. But first we have some games to go through, and, well, it was a good 3 games. And it reflects in here. So we're going to go through this quick and fast. So we have a 2-0 win over Liverpool. Now this one was one that I did not think that's something we could go with. I mean, we only had 8 shots, 6 on target. But we came through pretty well with it. Now we did have one that was called back here, and I felt like we were going to lose this game when this goal was called back, but it just was us not being able to control the ball and getting it out fast enough to our playmakers, and, well, Bell kind of loses it, and that's what it kind of turns into. But it turns into an offsides call, and I felt like we were going downhill from there, but it was only uphill. Not sure what happened there. But the first goal was Joe Bell plays over the top, and Bell just beats the line. It was a great play, played over the top. That's what we like to see with that rush. And then with our 3 players up top, Knowles to Cepeda, and then centers it to Caputo in the 72nd minute. And that is our 2-0 win over Liverpool. That was a big one. We went to Tottenham, 2-2 against them. Nothing particularly crazy. Both sides had a lot of attempts to kind of score. But, I mean, at the end of the day, we do get and reserve the tie in the 89th minute. A lot of goals in this one, 4-piece. But at the end of the day, having the rotation that we have this year has really helped us on getting a lot of good players on the field consistently. When we had these 3 games, these are 3 games within about 6 to 7 days. So we had to play a little bit more of our reserves here. We had to play a bit more attacking. It didn't work out in some spots, but in other spots we went through and, well, there were miscues here and there. But we were able to at least tie it up for 1 point to get our 7 out of these last 3 games, which were big. Cepeda's been also great for us across the board, coming in as a sub, but also when he has started. Then we went in with Everton. Another great day for the boys, and it was Cepeda again to get on the board. Now we had 6 shots on target out of 12. Everton had 21 with 9 on target, and we just came through the fact of, well, getting some good passing through a defense, good setups, and we finished the ball. That was a key thing we have been struggling over the last couple of years, and that was finishing the ball when we've been in front of the net. We've played great defense as well over these 2 teams. Tottenham is always one. You kind of know Spurs hot and cold, but Liverpool and Everton, that's some good games there, putting us up to 10th. So we kind of propelled ourselves back up in the top portion. And then today we're going to be having Brighton in the Carabao Cup. I'll play Brentford in between both these games. And I know these games aren't like big with this, so we'll kind of merge in some of these other games around that are interesting. So here we go. With Brighton, I think we're going to come through. We're playing at home. We're going to keep on playing our scheme. I feel great. It's all good. Brentford is 2 days turnaround. So we're going to be switching out some players probably at the half. Probably like Leao at the half to get our goal scoring capability up. Or the last, probably at the 50 to 55 minute mark. We actually want our players to be going through, playing good portions of the game to actually make a difference in the game, and being able to make a difference in the league is particularly important. But we are defending our title, and so that's what we're doing. So we have some good stuff going on for us right now. We're on key highlights because hopefully we see a little bit more in this game. And we took our first shot 10 minutes in. It's a big yikes. But we don't have a yellow card quickly. They have 2, which is one thing that's good. Let's keep on amping up the boys. Come on. Come on. I'm shouting for you to get something. Here we go. 11 Verde. The throw in to Kinlan. Crosses it. Bell can't win that. It's a little bit behind him. They head it out. Salvatore up to Probega. Back to 11 Verde. Let's reset it. Canalita. I mean, that's not the greatest bit. We're able to at least get back because that pass was not the greatest. Good defense. Let's keep it. Come on. Nice. Okay, that was good to get the ball out, find the open man, and just maintain possession. Good ball up. Kinlan. Lay out. Bell's in the middle. Bell's all alone in the middle, and he's onside, baby. We are red hot, just like the announcer said. I like it. Rafael Leao getting that ball up. That was good. That was good. Hey, we can't ask for anything more than that. Another moment here. That is blocked. Arda gets it right back. I mean, if we get 2 goals here against Brighton, they are a Premier League team, so it's not like we're playing any teams that are below us. But if we actually get 2 here, I think we take out Leao at the half. And there's Kinlan. Leao's coming out at the half. I think we also pull out a couple of these other guys. Canalita and Probega come out as well. Maybe Arda. And we stay with 1 sub in case we have an injury. But we're getting the ball around a lot. And I think we have the depth to play at least some good stuff going in. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take Leao out at the half, because I want him to play against Brentford and be unopposed. That means Cepeda's going to come in for Leao. Kia Kai is going to come in for Probega. Carlos Alberto is going to come in for Canalita. And the other one is going to be Vanderson's going to come in for... let's have Salinas come in. Yeah, because then Venderson can come in for Kulusevski next game, and we're all set. And then we'll have maybe Caputo come in here, Knowles can come in here, and we're kind of set. Okay. Happy with the number of shots. And we just need to have a good bit. So let's praise the boys, and I think taking or putting Cepeda in is not a bad idea. All right, another chance here. Thrown by Kulusevski to Cepeda. Movement here. Thiago to Kai, playing it up. There's Bell. Bell shot, and it's in. Now that could be an offsides. We'll have to see. Good to get the ball through the defense, and it's awarded. So let's take a look at that. I really like how we're dismantling through their midfield and defense. Kia Kai putting it out just where a space where Bell can put it. Bell is left-footed, so I mean that's just a good way there. Let's get Vanderson in. Actually not. Let's get Sergio in. We're up 3 goals. Sergio can get some playing time here. The youngster. What I mean by youngster, I think he's 19. So getting him some playing time up at this level. Hey, feeling pretty good getting him that. Let's also, on top of that, switch these 2 around so they can get some experience in the other position that they're kind of training, so we can get that up. Plus, Mario Sergio is actually good with both of his feet, which I think we want him to be our future out on the wing back position if we have a wing back or the defender. Okay, so that was the end of the game there. Pretty good. I mean, Brighton picked up a couple of cards there in that scheme trying to stop us. Bell with 2 goals. Kinlan with 1. Hey, we came out. We put some pressure on Brighton. And the boys did a pretty good job. And we actually save some of the guys' play for this next game against Brentford. Now, we have 4 days, or actually 5 days, between the FC game, which allows us to actually get all of our players up to scheme what they need. But that is just one thing that we have to do. And hey, we have a lot of games very close together. So we'll put a cut here and we'll be back with that game against NFC. So we did pull in Newcastle on the draw for the Carabao Cup. That one's going to be a particularly difficult game. Our past meetings have not gone particularly well. However, that was the legendary game we had in the Carabao Cup semifinal second leg where we were down 2. And we came up and we absolutely hammered Newcastle on the attack. But at the end of the day, they've still won 12 and we've only won 4. So that's going to be interesting. All right, so that game against Brentford that we had, Caputo got a hat trick. And we win 3-1. So, hey, it was pretty good, but we did not come out of this game without some issues. So we had a couple of injuries. Rafael Leao will be out of this Europa League game, as well as Cepeda was banged up in this one in the second half. So both of our guys that would play the complete forward are out. So Kulusevski will be up there. And then we did have at least one good news. Barrios is actually coming back for injuries. Not ready for this game, but maybe in the Wolves game. So from here, it was pretty good. For the most part, it was just a fun time for Caputo. And he put it together, and it turned into a win. So NFC will be one that will have to play at least pretty tight, but they're playing a 4-2-3-1. So Kulusevski will be the complete forward up top. Kinlan, Bell, if this goes bad, we can't put Cepeda in for the second half. So we can put it in there. Otherwise, Vanderson takes Kulusevski's spot on the right side. And we're playing the rest of our defense straight up. I think we'll be fine. So let's do it. Let's do it. I'm ready. All right, so 4-4-2. They're not playing a 4-2-3-1. Okay, they've kind of changed it up a bit. We're on key highlights, and we've already had a key highlight from the start, and that makes me a little bit nervous now that we're playing. Well, maybe it doesn't, because Vanderson puts it through. Kalita, Kulusevski, good passing around here, looking for the hole. There it is. Right back. Good through ball. Arda taking the shot, and wow, good save by the keeper. But I think ultimately at the end of the day, we do have the better team. It's questionable against Porto and Sevilla, but I think we can do it. Good movement back. Salvatore. Orbega looking it around here. Okay, just looking for that hole in that defense. There we go. Anderson cross in. Bell wins it in the air. Joe Bell. Let's go. So it was actually a good deal that we brought in Kulusevski, because I didn't think that we needed a third forward, third striker. I can play a complete forward, but we needed it. And Kolishevsky can play that position. I never would have thought I needed that. With that in mind, we might actually hold Cepeda from not playing today, and we end up playing probably Caputo. At the half, we put in Caputo instead of Bell. We're up by like 2 goals. Ooh, Kolishevsky. Ooh, okay. Little edge to his play there, trying to go after his own deflection. Defense is just playing great over the span of 5 or 6 games. That's over. That is over. So I think we're going to have a pretty eventful game this time. So we might cut through if Bell gets another one. If we go up 3-0, we'll kind of do a second highlight type deal as opposed to anything. But that is a good bit. 27th minute, Arda off a set piece. We only have 1 or 2 of those a year, and well, Bell gives us one, and that's why we brought him in. Okay, so I am going to make one change. I think we're going to... Actually, we're not going to make a change. I'm going to... Actually, Salvatore. Let's have Salvatore come out. Let's put in St. Richie. Let's take out Villiers, and we'll go with this. I think we'll be good. So Joe Bell got a hat trick. I was too busy watching the great play this was as opposed to anything. So Lavenverde plays it over the top, gets up to Kinlaw, and what a through ball and another defensive mistake by NFC. And I think at the end of the day, I wanted to get our first group game. I think the only one we might take a look at is as we get deeper into the league. If there's anyone that has not gotten in the top like 8 or so, well, I'll just play through it and we'll kind of see how the game goes. So I think we're on some of the more weaker European teams, and we have the ability to win this almost a Champions League again, this Europa Conference League. There's a Kia Kai. Caputo almost had one himself. No clean sheet for Yulson. Good header off the set piece and just could not get his hand on the ball, but I mean, it's still going to be a 3-1 win, so it still works at this point. All right, so Caputo added one more goal in the 92nd minute, but it was just Joe Bell's day. It was his field all day long with 3. Okay, so we have some situations to think of. So we take, wow, someone actually put in 8 goals. Who was that? Who put in 8 goals there? Who did Wilhelm play? Okay, this is a team we have to play then, because these guys are good. So if we play anyone up in the top portion, we'll do that. And it looks like Porto actually lost their game. Who did Porto play then? Porto played Rapid Vienna. Okay. It's interesting. So we'll see what these teams do, but I think we're going to be vying for the top on that part. So we are going to be playing in the next episode. I think we might play Newcastle and Wilhelm second. So I'll play through the rest of October and we'll go into November. So thank you all for joining me. Go and leave a like below, comment, and subscribe. I feel like we have a pretty good season going on right now. We're beating teams that, I mean, we should have beat Aston Villa, but that's besides the point. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you guys next time. Later.